Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going down to a private track rental down in Rockingham, North Carolina. Running kind of behind. I was up to like 3 o'clock last night. Finally got everything loaded up. There's just a lot of stuff to do, you know. Got the car in the trailer, got the old 98 Chevrolet truck here ready to roll. It's got like a lean misfire. I think it's a lean misfire. Number 4, we put a plug in it to see if it is lean or if it's a plug issue, whatever. Plug looks good, so I think it's going to be a lean issue, but we'll see how it goes. It only does it when it's towing, and it has to be towing a pretty heavy load. We'll play with that today probably too, figure that out. Put the car in here. Guys probably haven't seen this at the trailer a whole lot, but got some stuff in here. Not a whole lot. Usually don't keep stuff in here, so that's why it was a pain in the butt yesterday trying to get this thing loaded up. But we got it done. That's about it. If you hear banging in the background, I gotta get some trees tear down and burned up. Get some parking down there, but yeah, got her done, got her in here, good to go. We just gotta stop and get some drinks and some ice, and got about an hour and a half drive. Private track rental, like I said, there was about I think like 40 of us that chipped in. Rumor is like $6,000 to rent a track. I'm not for sure if that's right or not, but yeah, full safety crew. I mean, it's gonna be the full shebang, prep, everything. It's supposed to be pretty good. DA today is supposed to be like 600 above sea level, right around like 1 or so. I think this morning it started out like negative 400, but you know, that's how it goes, I guess. Won't be the best weather, but it'd be pretty good. Yeah, we'll see you guys down there. All right, just pulled in the Rockingham. Got the old sand, as you can tell. You get down in South Carolina like this, it's real sandy. Like everything is sandy. It's flat, sandy, and full of pine trees. I got some solar panels way over there. Interesting, big old solar farm. So, should be pretty good. So we can get checked in here and go from there. Adam and Dee Dee and little Colin is here. Buddies and their little baby. So, see how everything's going. You can walk around.
We will eventually.
Oh yeah. Alright, eventually, maybe. Yeah. That's kind of, yeah, recording. That's kind of stuff Adam likes to watch. My badass here in this damn car. Get the shoes off.
This guys is living the dream.
This is the race car fucking dream, right? This is it.
For all you guys that think it's all glamour and hot women,
Woo!
sometimes it's Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go to your roots.
Right.
Not too bad.
You gonna roll back a little bit?
Yeah.
Old girl's cold, ain't she?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Look, buddy. trash can's got a cam too. Lining up for his first tech, first pass. You see the V3 over there?
I drove that one the other day.
Really? You got a set of Cook's headers on it? Ooh, I like that one.
That was,
He says, I don't drink, I don't play golf, I do cars.
107. 10.7, 130 miles an hour. .5, 128 miles an hour.
Go. Ah, that's what I ran.
Oh, yeah. Do you run like, does it have the time that it was ran?
You got the dates and all that. So this is the first run.
You understand, Kyle?
84X. And yeah, 691 to 8th and 10.75 at a 130. That was pretty good. And then we did a little bit better launch there. And we took off in sport mode, which helped out a lot. Ran a 6.777 and a 10.54, which is really good. Really happy with that. So now we got it set for a 100 shot. We're gonna go kill it now. You ready for the purge, Adam?
I want a little preemptive purge action.
shot a 100 shot and it probably ran lean.
All right, guys. So back here at the house, looking over my time slips from the event today. We went down there to the Rockingham and got the runs back here. I ended up doing 5 runs, so kind of running through how the day went. Got there a little bit late because didn't know who was going to show up. Didn't know if any of my buddies were going to show up today or not. But you know, big shout out to Adam and his wife. They brought the Westphalia camper and we had an awesome time. Chilled event, private track rental. It's got to be one of the best times I've had at a racetrack as far as this chilled out. His wife cooked stir fry. It was great. Man, it was just overall great time. Wasn't loud. All the cars, you know, turbo cars, a lot of stuff like that. It's not, stuff don't get that loud. Some of the Pro Charger cars were a little loud, but we parked we're actually right there at the staging lanes, but there's nobody in the staging lanes because it's private track rental. Ended up being about 40 of us, I believe, that showed up. A little bit more. Laid back event. The track prep was good for me. I had no problems. I had no traction issues. So we got there probably about 11 o'clock or so, maybe 12 o'clock. I don't know. We're letting it warm up, you know, letting the day warm up. That's the excuse I'm going to say. But I just had a lot to do. The night before I was up to like 2 in the morning, so I had a lot going on. Just prepping the trailer to get the car in it because it's the first time we used the trailer this year. Long story short, we just kind of, you know, had a lot of stuff to go. Yeah, had an awesome event. Like, man, like I said, big shout out to my buddies that showed up. Every little bit helps, that's for sure. And then, you know, just chilling out. Like, we had chairs, had a canopy out, had the camper out, little Volkswagen camper. It was just awesome. So, run over my times here as the day progressed, and we'll kind of talk about what happened. So, this one was, let me get you here. Yeah, so this was our beginning of the day. 1:43 was our first run. I'm 84X, Speed Freak 1984, right? So 84, I think 84 is already taken, so they gave me 84X. It's even cooler. First run, like I said, got there, warmed the car for a little bit. 10.753 at 130 with a 6.9. So not too bad, you know. This was leaving off in normal drive, which is like second gear, and stalling it up on the converter. So then I was talking to my buddies and everything, and people are there, and they're like, their cars just do a little better. So that's where this one moves on to. And this was at 2:46. So about an hour after the first run. And like I said, this is no ice or nothing. This is just normal, let the car kind of cool down. And we ended up running a 6.77 in the 8th, which is pretty good. 60 foot, what, 154. Bleh. Which ain't too bad. I think it's all of our best numbers here. 10.5 at 128. So we lost a bit of mile an hour, but we definitely brought it in a lot quicker. So that was pretty good. And then the day kind of progressed. I decided to turn nitrous on. We warmed everything up. This is nitrous run. As you see, it got slower, a lot slower. Oh, we got a 1.6, 60 foot, a 6.80. So we're slower in the 8th. It just wasn't, pretty much, I had some issues. So we tried to dial it in, and the day this kept getting a little bit worse. So then we went back to this one. This is a non-nitrous run. 10.63 at 128 with a 1.5760 and a 6.85. So still not as good as the second run of the day. And then this was a heat soak run. So I did this run, you see 5.09, and then this run was 5.12. So I wanted to see what to do heat soaked. I ended up letting out of it because it ran lean. So 8th mile, hit it decent and run a 6.8. So not bad heat soak. The 6.858 on this day with like 3 minutes later, we're on a 6.843. So actually went the same amount of time. Actually went a little bit faster being heat soaked. So that's pretty good. Kind of as a reminder, here was back we went to Z-Max last quarter mile. This is the fastest time we had before, and we ran a 7.45 and an 11.493. So this is before I did the cam and lower pulley. Pretty much is what I changed. Cam and lower pulley. Yeah. And we picked up. We picked up almost a 1/10. We went from there we go, best before and after. There they are side by side. You know, pretty good. I mean, The lower pulley went from a stock one to a 917 lower, and I got the LTZ stage 2.5 cam. So, but kind of the highlight of the day, well, the problem, you know how you go to drag racing, if you guys are in the drag racing, let me get you set up here. If you guys are in the drag racing, it ends up being the problem of the day, right? And that day kind of bit me in the butt because my battery was junk. Like, I had a battery charger on the day, all day I had a battery charger on it just to keep it alive. If you cut it off, it wouldn't start back up. I had to have a charger on it. And that's what bit me in the ass, because when the nitrous solenoids kicked in, there just wasn't enough juice. So nitrous solenoid would pulse. It just, it did pulse and it run lean. So the fuel side would. And you know, I don't know why. I guess that's what it does. They might both have been pulsing like that, but we had no problem in the dyno. I had no problem in the street with the solenoids, and then go to the track, it's completely trashed battery, and it causes that. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I've since then went dealership, got a GM battery. I think those are the best batteries you can get for these cars that fit in the trunk and vent and all the fancy stuff. Got one of those and threw it in there, and I've done some street tests on the nitrous, and it's fine. So the nearest plans, or the newest plans we got going on is maybe this weekend coming up. Here in the next future, I got a prototype intercooler that I've been prototyping with the company, and we're at a test fitting, and it went to final production. So I believe the guys got 10 of them, either 10 or 12. They're gonna be for sale. And I'm gonna do the final install and do some before and after, since I have plenty of data. Because the problem before I couldn't really do it was because I did the cam and the lower pulley, so I really couldn't watch IETs versus my old setups. Now I got 5 good solid runs. They're all data logged, so we're good to go. Highest temp on those runs was like 147 maybe, was the highest it was getting IET2s. So we'll see how his is a 4-pass setup. Right now the biggest or the most pass heat exchanger is a 2-pass. His is a 4-pass, aluminum, nice and thick. So I'm hoping it does really good. We're gonna be putting that on, hoping this week, Sunday. I got some time, so make a quick video for that for you guys. But that's about it, man. I had a good time. Like I said, it was one of the, if you guys have never had a chill day at the track, it is just amazing. Good people, good times. Nobody's in a bad mood. One car blew a motor. It's like an old school car, like a 440 or some of that, Dodge. He blew a motor left lane. We just all ran the right lane, and it really put the track, got the track good. In my opinion, the track was good. There were some guys trying to run 7s. They might not have had good track prep for that, but my you know, my slow 10.5 car, it was fine. So as always, like the video, subscribe. I got plenty of different content coming to the channel, so we'll see you in the next video.